Well, old Jan Jansen, he worked up in the North Woods as a lumberjack cutting down trees. And being a lumberjack's a pretty tough job. I mean, even today, it's a tough job. But it was one of the jobs you could get here in Wisconsin if you're looking for some work to do. Well, if you were a lumberjack back then, you'd have to get up before the sunrise, go out into the middle of the Wisconsin North Woods in the middle of winter, 20 below out, 0 outside. And you'd spend all day cutting down trees bigger around than you could reach using just those hand tools, no electricity. And then after you cut the tree down, you had to drag the tree out of the woods through the ice and the snow behind a team of horses. You'd put those logs by a frozen river, and in springtime when that river melted, you'd ride the logs down the river to a sawmill downstream, which is kind of like surfing, but it's a whole lot more dangerous. It's a whole lot colder. Then after you did all this work, you'd go back to a lumber camp, and you'd have supper with the other lumberjacks, but you weren't allowed to talk. Because by this time, these guys were so tired and ornery, they get into fights with each other. And after you got done eating, there wasn't anything to do at night but go back to a bunkhouse out in the woods and sharpen your axe or smoke your pipe or play cards or get into more fights. Well, I heard about a lumber camp company here in Wisconsin that had a bright idea. They decided they wouldn't hire anybody to be a lumberjack unless you could at least sing a song. And the whole idea was, if all the lumberjacks knew something about music, they might make music when they had nothing to do, and they wouldn't get into so much trouble. It's pretty smart, actually. So I'm going to sing you a song that's over 100 years old about lumberjacks, and I'm going to play it on this instrument called a dulcimer. Now, Wisconsin lumberjacks may not have had this kind of dulcimer. This is a lap dulcimer, but they did have more of a table model, bigger, more strings. You'd play it with little hammers. And we call that a hammer dulcimer nowadays. But back then, it was known as a Norwegian cheese cutter or a lumberjack's piano. Well, this song is something they teach the new guys so that they'd learn some of the words that they needed to know. And it's called the Lumberjack's alphabet. What's the first letter? A is for axe, and that we all know. And B is for boy who can use it also. C is for chopping, our work to begin. D is for danger, we always are in. So merry, so merry, so merry are we. No mortal on earth is as happy as we. With a hey dearie, die dearie, do dearie dum. Give a shanty boy grub and then nothing goes wrong. E is for echo that through the woods ring. F is for foreman, the head of our gang. G is for grindstone, at night we do turn. H is for handle, oh so smoothly worn. I is for iron when we mark our pine. J is for jovial, we are all the time. K is for keen edge, our axes we keep. L is for lice that keep us from sleep. So merry, so merry, so merry are we. No mortal on earth is as happy as we. With a hey dearie, die dearie, do dearie dum. Give a shanty boy grub and then nothing goes wrong. M is for moss when we chink our camps. N is for needle when we mend our pants. O is for owl who hoots in the night. P is for pine that we always fell right. Q is for quick that we put ourselves to. R is for river we haul the logs to. S is for sleigh that we haul the logs on. T is for team that pulls them along. So merry, so merry, so merry are we. No mortal on earth is as happy as we. With a hey dearie, die dearie, do dearie dum. Give a shanty boy grub and then nothing goes wrong. U is for uses we put ourselves to. V is for valley we haul the logs through. W is for wood that we leave in the spring. And that's all the verses that I'm gonna sing.